what's going on? I am in the shed, as you can tell. So it's time to process this deer and make some deer hash. So that's what I'm gonna do first. Start doing that first, and try to let me adjust y'all so you can see my face. You're obviously not gonna see me cut the meat because this is the angle I have. Yeah, so we're gonna start with I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I'm not in a good mood. I'm in a pretty crappy mood. Not in a good place in general. What's up? So I'm up here at the shed, skin shed. I just got finished processing the deer that I recently got, making some hash over here. You can see, letting it cool so I can package it up. And actually, when I first got up here, I filmed a whole little rant, and I'm the type of person that I'll feel a certain way, and then I'll allow myself to calm down, and then I think about like what it is I said or how I felt, and then I'll kind of rethink it and think about like the fact that you're being kind of silly. And now this one's a little different. I wasn't really being silly. I was just pretty much inside my feelings. I definitely put myself into a little poor me box and was like, and stuff. But I still want to talk about like what I'm feeling, because honestly, like recently I just have not been in the best place. I've just been down. I've also been sick for the last couple of days. And it just, I don't know. It just has me really just in a spot. And I'm not saying this because again I'm not putting this out there so I can get sympathy and things like that. I just want to be real with you, and you know I also want to talk about it. I want to get it off my chest because I don't want to hold it in. It's not good for you, especially it's like a persona that males have, like don't show your feelings, hold it in and stuff, and that's just not right to me. And so I want to say it again in a better way now that I've had time to really let myself cool. I wasn't mad. It was just like I was just really upset. I was sad. And I'm still sad, but it's just like I had time to really think about how I wanted to present it rather than just being like just talking and saying all kinds of random things. Excuse me. Because that's pretty much what I did, was just ramble on about I don't even know. And so it was like a solid 17 minutes of me just talking while I was processing the meat and stuff. And so what it is like I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I'm drowning. You may know I switched jobs. I was at a good, a better paying job than I am now, but it was very stressful and taxing on my body and my mind. So I made the decision to leave, and I went to another job. Now this job is not. It's not like I'm not in fear of losing something. It's just I went from being up here to back down here where I started before I went to where I was. And so it's just a hard transition, and it's hard as a male to feel like I'm failing because I went down instead of up. You know, you want to take care of your family, and I'm taking care of my family, but I feel like we're of course, we're going to have to cut out certain things and not do as many things, and it sucks. It sucks to know we have to do that because of me. Like, it's my fault. And so it's been weighing on me because I don't want to fail. I don't want to feel like a failure. I don't want to fail my children. I don't want to fail my wife. And so, like, lately I've just been in this, I'm not going to say a dark place, because I'm a pretty light-hearted person. Like, I like to have fun, and I like to joke around. If you don't know that about me, you know, I like to be happy. I like to smile. I like to make people smile. There's a hair somewhere right here, and it's bothering me. But so it's just I would say a shadowed place where I just haven't been myself, and people have seen it. Some of the guys at work asked me, it was yesterday, they were like, "Hey man, are you okay?" And I was straight up with them. I told them, like, I was like, "I'm okay." I said, it's just, I just have a lot of things on my mind. And I talked to one of them about it and stuff, and it was nice to be able to talk. But the kid, he's a kid. I mean, he's like 17 years old. So for him to really understand what I'm saying, it's not likely. It was still nice that he asked, and he was there for me. Wonderful. And I'm grateful for it. But it's just like the fact that I'm having to not reevaluate, but I feel like I'm taking a step back instead of moving forward towards our dreams, because it was my mental health, my physical health. Like, it's my fault if things screw up. Like, I feel like I'm not doing my due diligence as a man to, take care of the things that we need to take care of, and it's not fun to feel that way, because it's so it's just been really weighing on me, and I'm getting through it, figuring it out. It's tough. It's definitely where faith comes in, and that's another thing I struggled with too. And I talked with Jeremiah about it not too long ago, and like, because when I first, if you watched Wilder Still, the episode that I was on and stuff, I talked about briefly, and I think I might have touched on it here before, but before starting YouTube and meeting Justin Jeremiah, like, I was not in the best of places spiritually. I had a lot of resentment and stuff, and so honestly meeting them was a godsend, because seeing their faith and speaking with them and having somebody knowledgeable to talk to has helped me tremendously. But there were still some things that I was holding back on myself, and so I was talking to Jeremiah, and we had a good talk about it. And so I took his advice and started really asking God for vision and help, and it's a struggle because of where I was and where I want to be. Everybody wants things fast, and I know that we have to be patient, and it's just tough. So I know that I didn't just jump into moving to this job. I know that the Lord was speaking to me, and it was the right decision, but there's also the fact that, like, I have to take what He's giving me, and I have to make it work for us. So I'm also looking for a part-time job to help kind of ease the transition into where we need to be, because it was just kind of like, it was just a big jump with what we lost, and then the fact that then I've always had a job where I've had insurance. This one isn't like that, so I've had to find my own insurance. I've also had jobs where I've had their own life insurance, so I've had to do my own life insurance and Chassie's life insurance and the kids and stuff like that. And so I felt like my bills are still here, and then my income is here, and so it's scary for me to try to figure it out and see the look in my family's face when they're like, "Hey, can we do this?" And I'm like, "No, we can't." Now it's not like, no, we can't get food, but it's more like, no, we can't get the toys you want, which it's not all about toys and stuff, and we try to teach our kids that, but it's just an example. It sucks because your 9-year-old daughter is like, she gets it to an extent. She understands what I'm saying, and I hate to see that. I hate to see that, but I know that if I stay vigilant and I use what I'm given, that I will then get to where we're supposed to be. This is a journey. It's a tough journey. I went from walking on a bridge journey to now I'm in the trails, kind of making my own trail to get me to that same spot. So it's been a tremendous help to have YouTube, because I've been able to share and talk, and knowing that there's people watching me. Sorry. Told you I was sick. But having your support is tremendous, and going into this weekend with the farm where you live, Harvest Festival, and my talk, the notes I have are a lot different than the video I put out that a lot of y'all pushed me towards talking, and so I look forward to this weekend being able to talk even more and just kind of sharing how I feel, and but I know that the struggle, things that are worth it aren't easy. Is that how it goes? So I know that I know that I can do this, and I'm going to try to not let it affect me so much where I don't want to go into a spot. I don't want to put myself into a spot where I feel like, you know what, screw it, I'm done. Like, I don't want to go into a depression. So that's why I'm putting this out there, is because I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to get it out there. And so I feel like this talk has been a lot better, sitting down and talking to the camera and stuff, talking to you while my hash not chills, but cools off so I can bag it. I did get some footage of the things I was doing with it, or how I kind of made it. I didn't do too much, just because honestly I didn't even want to film today. I'm trying to stay consistent, so I wanted to film, but I also was like in this place where I was like, I don't want to. So I'm glad I did. I'm glad I changed. I'm glad I talked the first time, and then now I'm glad I came back to really reiterate, fix the things that I was saying, and say it clearly. And I know y'all aren't going to see the first one, but I was just pretty upset. I mean, I admitted being scared, and I am scared because I don't want to screw up. I don't want to fail, but I also feel like I have a good support system, family-wise and community-wise, that they're not going to let me fail. And so that's one of the biggest things I am going to talk about too this weekend, is the community that you put around you. It's very important. So I'm gonna film as much as I can while I'm out there, and I hope I can get some good content. I'm definitely gonna try to film my speech. I hope I do well. So if you're coming out there, I hope to see you. Definitely come and find me. You know, I've always talked about like wanting to take pictures of people. Feel like a celebrity, I don't know. But yeah, I appreciate you listening to me, and thank you for allowing me to put myself out here on this platform and be me. And so yeah, I really do appreciate it. So thank you, and we'll catch you in the next one.